Upside Down Church. I'm Jacob. Today, I'm just gonna get right into it. I got a response video for Uncommon Pallor, Mike. He was doing this to celebrate passing 300 subscribers. He's already up to past 380 right now. Yeah, real late getting in on this. It's a contest / response. He's got 13. It's called 13 for 300. He's got 13 questions. Yeah, we'll just go right into it. Well, first of all, playing in the background. If you like what you hear, you're going to want to stick around till the end. We will talk about it on one of the last questions. I'll mention what it is. So yeah, his first question demand, what have you? Cover with a mammal on it. So I went with this fine dining rhinoceros right here. Yeah, having himself a nice salad. A few other things are on the table. Yeah, so this is the band Zeal&Ardor with their album Sacreligion. I'll leave links to everything I talk about down in the comments or down in the description box. But Zeal&Ardor is a project started by Martin Lopez of Opeth fame. There's definitely some there's definitely I'm guessing, I'm not super familiar with Opeth, but I'm pretty sure there's some major Opeth vibes going on here. Major Tool vibes without sucking. Yeah, it's a great progressive metal album. That's Zeal&Ardor with Sacreligion. Okay, second demand. Record that has food on the cover. So we got this Live in London by Zeal&Ardor. With a nice apple right there on the cover. And if you were to bite into this apple, you get a nice mouthful of that. There's the insides there on the inner cover. Yeah, this is a great live record. Also their only physical format that has their track Baphomet on it, which is one of their finest songs. Those not familiar with Zeal&Ardor, it's a project started by a man by the name of Manuel Gagnau. I'm probably pronouncing that terribly. He's French. He's of African descent, some where down his lineage, so French. I don't know here, there, fumbling over my words, but yeah, he has a African heritage. But the reason why that's important is for anybody unfamiliar with how this band started, he had some other projects. I can't remember the names of them. I haven't really listened to them. This is the only project I'm familiar with. But he was on like 4chan or something. He was asking people, give me two genres and I'll blend them together and make music. And some jackass, said, do black metal mixed with Negro, but the slur word, the slur instead, mixed with Negro music. And so Zeal&Ardor is the derivative of that. What it's the end result of that. He took that and was kind of from my understanding, created Zeal&Ardor as a FU to that guy. So what it is, it's black metal combined with a lot of kind of like southern gospel, southern like kind of old slave tunes and what have you, blues, that kind of stuff. Kind of the twist on it was, what if, like, you know, like black metal, traditional black metal is kind of a FU to Christianity from, you know, where it originated, the Norway and all that. This is if the slaves said FU to Christianity and, you know, embraced Satanism. So not the greatest description of the project that you're gonna get, but it's what you get from me tonight. It's late. I should have made this video earlier. Yeah, moving on. Record, no. An exceptionally terrible hairstyle. I know a lot of people went with, you know, old hair bands, 80s, back when everybody had a terrible hairstyle. But I went with John Gallicon, and this is a companion album to his book Guide to Living Your Best Life. So it's like bonus chapters, audiobook chapters, basically. Here is the book. It's basically like a comedy book, but yeah, terrible haircut, John. I don't know what kind of hair is in style on wherever, you know, goblins originated, but around here, you know, just cut it off, man. You're not doing yourself any favors, you know, with that long hair. Yeah. Anybody unfamiliar with John Gallicon? He is the mascot / hype man / I don't know, for the band Necrogoblicon. He's always up there on stage farting around, not really playing. He doesn't play any instruments, sing or anything. He just kind of rides the coattails of the guys. Yeah, that's John Gallicon. Get a haircut. All right, now to show some cool shit. Single-sided record, test pressing, or picture disc. Pull out a few. This is Kampfar. This is their first demo, I believe, from '96. I believe it's just self-titled. This is a reissue from Season of Mist. I believe Kampfar were Norwegian, but they weren't really in the scene. They were from another part of the country, they were very isolated, doing their own thing, and it has a kind of early, I want to call it atmospheric, but there's some atmosphere to the music, some kind of like pagan-esque vibes to it, still rooted very much in that Second Life Norwegian black metal sound. But you know, that's we're not here to see the sleeve, we're here to see the record. That's what this question's about. So this is a single-sided record, white there, and it's also, I don't know if you would count it as a picture disc, but on the other side it has this kind of I think it's called it a UV. Right here. It's a UV print. So that, yeah, super cool. Pulled out a couple other things on this one. This is Henry Fonda with the album or EP, I don't know what it is, Front Anti-National. Henry Fonda are I'm not sure if they're still active. I know the main person behind the band, Angst, German band. They're more of a black metal that infuses hardcore into the black metal band. He was in this project. I don't know if he was the sole member or if there were more. He wasn't. There's other members, but I don't know if the project's disbanded. That's what I'm trying to get at. Very political, hardcore mixing, power violence, other kinds of stuff in there with it. Yeah. All kinds of imagery going on there. Big old paragraphs on the back, but it's all in German, so I don't know what it says. Got Alf there with a couple clubs. Yeah, lots of imagery that kind of goes over my head on here. Black on that side, and then picture disc on this side. One of my favorite picture discs. A lot of them, are single-sided. A lot of these single-sided, when they do the etching, a lot of these etchings don't really show through. I forgot there's a huge old poster in this one. I'm not gonna whip it out, though it has a ton of the same imagery from what I remember on it. And then there's a sticker in there. Test pressing was the other. And this was my very first test pressing. I've got it on in here with the original album. This is Soul Dissolution with Stardust. Post black metal. Very, very great stuff. I can't remember the country they're from, but 5 out of 5 test pressing there. Black, like almost all test pressings. Show this real quick. It's on color. The main pressing of it, not the test pressing. All right. Damaged sleeve. All right, I went with probably one of my most damaged sleeves. Drinking a moose drool, by the way. This is Dark Tranquility's Moment. This is a special limited band edition that they put up for pre-order. And yeah, look at that shit. When I got the box, it was demolished, wet, all over, all kinds of misshapen. Yeah, super fucked up. That's the biggest thing right there. Luckily, the records were in perfect shape. Some of the inserts and stuff were a little bent up and water damaged. But I got a hold of the band, as you can see. It was limited, numbered edition. I got a hold of the band, and they actually replaced the sleeve for me. Got a mint copy, and they matched the number. So yeah, super cool of the band to do that for me. Okay, another damaged sleeve, real quick. This is Akaska, Mechanicals of the Sepulchral Deity. I just pulled this one out because fucking seam splits drive me nuts. One of my least favorite things that can happen damage-wise to a record. I'd rather have dinged corners than, well, not unless it was to that extreme. But I'll take a little corner ding over a seam split any day of the week. Yeah, Akaska, no, killer artwork. And this is black metal from, I can't remember, it's one man, it's a one guy. This was put out by Gray Matter. Can't remember where he's from, but or what else he's in. But it's a really good album. Real good. I'm gonna flip the record and we'll get back to it. Alright, back at it. And we're on to question number 6. This is cover with a weapon on it. This is Friendship 1 and 2. Yeah, Friendship. Japanese hardcore, doomy, some grind in there even. This is put out by Sentient Ruin, so if you're familiar with Sentient Ruin, this is right at home there. Real, just nasty, aggressive sounding shit. Yeah, killer album, but I wasn't even gonna acknowledge the weapon. The only thing on the cover, we got a guillotine. Yeah. Number 7. 5-inch, 6-inch, 8-inch, 9-inch, or 10-inch. So, besides 10 inches, the only one I had was an 8-inch. Rick over the Dreadful Minutes stole my answer on that one, so I pulled out a couple 10s. First off, got this Murderbait, which is post-punk, I believe is what you call the genre. Nice splatter on there. Yeah. Kind of post-punk, gothy stuff. 2 songs on here, Unraveling and When the Sun Goes Down, It Goes Down Forever. This is another Sentient Ruin, kind of an oddball out of their wheelhouse release. Real cool album. Not album, release, EP. And then this other one was the one I picked up down in Phoenix last summer. This is a 10-inch. Split album. On this side it's Gristnum, and on this side it's God's America. Okay. God's America Power Violence band from Las Vegas. Gristnum is a sludge metal band from New Orleans. Yeah, pretty cool release. I think it's each band has a couple songs on this 10-inch. Cover with a vehicle that isn't a car or motorcycle. So I pulled out this Traveler, Termination Shock, kind of this new wave of traditional heavy metal, the style Traveler plays. But yeah, we got a spaceship right there in the clutches of this space octopus monster. Yeah, this is a killer album. I prefer their self-titled a little bit more as far as Traveler goes, but yeah, if you like that old, that new school of traditional heavy metal, it's worth a listen. Misleading cover. Went with the grind classic, Discordance Axis, The Inalienable Dreamless. Yeah, you'd never guess this was a grindcore like a technical grindcore album, especially not a grindcore album of this magnitude, this skill. I don't know what I'm going for, but yeah, probably say, oh, that's some kind of easy listening, or maybe post-rock, or I don't know what you would think this is, but certainly not grindcore. Weird pairing, or one you'd like to see and why. So I couldn't think of very many weird pairings in my collection. Really anything that I'd want to see. I spent a lot of time thinking about that. One I did think of, I don't have it. If you do have it, you should be ashamed of yourself. But that's the Metallica Lulu album with, what the fuck is his name? Fucking completely spacing it. But yeah, that Lulu album, that's terrible. Also pulled out this Disco 4, or This Is Health with Disco 4 Generations. It's both albums, Disco 4 Part 1 and Part 2 in here. Health collaborates with all sorts of different artists doing renditions of a bunch of their tracks. Got shit like Full of Hell on here. Soccer Mommy, that's a different pairing that's works really well. Ghost Main, JPEG Mafia, Lamb of God, Poppy, 9 Inch Nails. Yeah, that was really cool. Really cool release. And then number 11, cover showing a crime being committed. I pulled out Primitive Man, Scorn. Yeah, you all know what kind of crime's being committed there. No doubt about that. Primitive Man, Black and Doom, some of the ugliest shit you've ever heard. Okay. Number 12, a record by a band local to you, new or old. So I pull out new and old, one of each. We'll start with old. Baphomet. This came out in like 87. This is their only release. It's a demo. Yeah, you guys have heard what this is in the background. Just killer shit. Kind of like the OG of Salt Lake metal right here. And then, still in the shrink wrap because I haven't busted out the CD. I've only been streaming this. Sacreligion. From which Nightmares Crawl. This was one of my top albums from last year. It only came out in December, but yeah, probably I would say this is my number one death metal album from 2022. It's already one of my most played albums on my Bandcamp. But yeah, it's tons of At the Gates influence on their riffs. They also what the fuck is that band's name? At the Gates isn't a good descriptor for the band. There's definitely an influence on their riffs by At the Gates, but now my mind's completely drawing a blank on what they cite as kind of their influences. It's one of those, I don't know. look it up. Look up Sacreligion. I feel like I just did a total disservice on this, but fucking my favorite. I'm not a death metal connoisseur by any means, but this was my number one from 2022 as far as death metal goes. Definitely check it out. And then number 13, a record in which one or more of the musicians that played on it are dead. We're just gonna keep going down the alley of brutality. Andy Gibb. Unfortunately, I don't have any of his full lengths, but I got the greatest hits. Yeah. This was the Gibb brother that was not in the Bee Gees. Could have pulled out a Bee Gees record. You know, two of the brothers have passed on now, but Andy was the first of the family to pass away. Yeah, if you like the Bee Gees and are not familiar with Andy's work, it's very much of the same ilk. Great stuff. Great stuff up on here. Yeah, it's Andy Gibb. But yeah, anyways, this was fun trying to find answers to all these questions. Fun video to make. Mike over at Uncommon Pallor has a great channel. Wanted to make this video, support him. Had some great questions. Anyways, thanks for watching, and we will see you guys all in the next one.